This is Data Mining Concepts Part 2, a continuation from Part 1 by Emmanuel Jacob and Jake Alton. Now what we're going to do for Part 2 is primarily define a data mining information system that could improve a business system and also use real data to show how our system would actually be able to improve a business. In order to do that, we focus primarily on k-means clustering. So the question really is, how can k-means clustering improve a business system? Any business that really has to answer the question of where to place advertisements could use k-means clustering to determine the amount and the placement of their advertising, which would obviously greatly improve the marketing aspect of that business. For example, if Sal's Pizza wants to find a way to get new billboards to reach a new market, but they want to figure out the number of billboards that they need and where to place them in order to localize, in order to minimize the cost and maximize the exposure, a k-means clustering algorithm could greatly assist that business.
So here's an example of k-means clustering, for example, advertising within MATLAB. What we're doing here is we can create a multivariate random points, as you can see in that top portion, and what we'll do is then use those multivariable points that we've generated randomly to then we can define things like how many clusters we want, how many k-means iterations we want to go through. Again, because k-means will go through reassigning centroids to each point and then looking for the smallest value from the centroid and a Euclidean distance between the centroid and the actual point, and then it will reassign again until it is not able to reassign. So again, it'll look for, we can define a k, we can define a k-means iterations, we can look at the cluster centers, and then also figure the distances and the labels, and then we can output it into a plot. So the lower portion of this right here gives us our actual k-means algorithm. So running through the for loops of 1 through k, this is the amount of clusters that we're doing, through 1 through how many points we're doing right here, this is the outside, and then we're able to generate a distance and then minimize it, and then running it one more time to minimize our distances based on our k values. And then we can output it into a plot. So to show you how this works, we'll go ahead and hit run, and this is... So after a few seconds, we're able to generate our 5 points with different clusters, and we can now determine that based on where our customers are at, again, the points are basically going to be where our customers are at, we can now know that we can put our advertisements in those black dots. On top of that, we can even now change up and say if we don't have a budget that can do 5 and we have a greater budget, we can even change the amount of k or the amount of advertisement places we want to put them with the same amount of people that we have in the system. So let's go ahead and show you how to do that. So in this instance, what we'll do is we've got our k value right here. We'll go ahead and change that. Say we've got a bigger budget, we can double our budget and run 10 clusters, and then we can see exactly how it's going to affect the way we've developed our system. Hit run one more time. And as it slowly assigns it, you can now see you've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 billboards we can place within an area. This is, again, a great way to be able to put advertisement in marketing if you want to improve the business system, knowing where to place your advertising and where to place your billboards to be able to get to the most high traffic areas. So again, this is right now done with a random variables, multivariate random variables. You can do this with data that is actually distinct and set. For example, we did it with Amazon locker systems where we were given a distance and a Euclidean XY coordinate system for where our customers were at, and we had to develop a place where we would develop an Amazon locker system where we deploy an Amazon locker system within that system itself. So that is the way we would use MATLAB and k-means clustering and data mining for a business system.